Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. When Pope Francis passed away, the Catholic Church began a new period. It is like opening a new page in a book. The Church now needs a new main leader. This leader is called the Pope. Choosing a new pope follows very old and serious rules. Many people in the Church and around the world watch this process. It is a time of change and thinking about the future. Even before Pope Francis passed away, people wondered who might be the next pope. This was because he was older and had some health problems in recent years. So, this moment of choosing a new leader is very significant. The men who choose the new pope are called cardinals. They are important leaders in the Church from different parts of the world. When it is time to choose a new pope, these cardinals travel to Rome. They come together for a special meeting. This meeting is called a conclave. The word conclave comes from words that mean locked with a key. This shows how secret the meeting is. Before they start, the cardinals make very serious promises. They promise to follow special rules. They also promise not to tell anyone outside about what happens during the meeting. This secrecy is very important to the process. The conclave happens in a very famous and beautiful place. This place is the Sistine Chapel. It is inside the Vatican, which is a small city-state in Rome. The Sistine Chapel has amazing paintings on its walls and ceiling. A famous artist made them many years ago. In this special chapel, the cardinals pray and then they vote. They write a name on a piece of paper. They might vote many times. They continue until one person gets enough votes to be the new pope. The whole world waits to see who they will choose. Choosing a new pope is a very big decision. It is not just about finding a new person for a job. The new pope will guide the Catholic Church for many years. He will make important decisions about what the Church does and what it says. The way he leads will affect how the Church helps people and teaches its beliefs. This election is important because it will show the direction for the Church in the future. Will the Church continue the work Pope Francis started, or will it choose a different path? The cardinals must think very carefully about this. They need to choose someone who can lead the Church well in today's world. How the Church will be led in the future depends on their choice. The Catholic Church is very large. It has members in nearly every country. So the person who becomes pope is important to many people. 2. How cardinals now choose. There is an old saying about how popes are chosen. It says, "He who enters the conclave as pope leaves it as a cardinal." This means that the person who seems like the top choice before the voting starts often does not win. So it is important to be careful when guessing who will be the next pope. No cardinal should go into the Sistine Chapel thinking they will definitely get enough votes to become pope. The choice can be a surprise. The election in 2013 showed that this saying can be very true. At that time, Cardinal Angelo Scola from Milan was a strong favorite. Many people thought he would be the new pope. In fact, some important people in the Italian Church were so sure. When they saw the white smoke from the chimney, which means a new pope is chosen, one of them quickly sent a message to reporters. The message said they were happy about Scola being elected. But there was a big mistake. Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio had actually been chosen. He became Pope Francis. Pope Francis made many important changes to the group of cardinals. These are the men who vote for the new pope. He wanted this group, called the College of Cardinals, to be different. He believed it should really show what the Catholic Church looks like all around the world. It should not just represent a few places. These changes are very important for the next election. Before Pope Francis, there was an old way of doing things. It was like an unwritten rule. This rule meant that bishops from certain big cities, especially many in Italy, would almost always become cardinals. Pope Francis decided to change this old system. He did not follow that unwritten rule. Instead, he chose to give red hats to bishops in many different parts of the world. A red hat is what a cardinal receives, and it is a special symbol. He made cardinals in places that had never had one before. For example, he chose cardinals from countries like Tonga, Haiti, and also Papua New Guinea. Because of these changes, the group of cardinals is now much more diverse. Many of these new cardinals are from places far away from Rome. They may not know the Roman system very well, so some people call them outsiders. This makes the election much harder to guess. It is not easy to know how these new cardinals will vote. They might have different ideas about who should be the next pope. So when the cardinals meet, the result is very open. It is difficult for anyone to say for sure who they will choose. This election will be very important in deciding where the church goes next. 3. What makes a good pope? When the cardinals meet to choose a new pope, they think very carefully about many things. They are looking for special qualities in the person who will lead the Catholic Church. This is a very important job, so finding the right leader is a serious task for them. They need someone who can guide millions of people all over the world. One of the first things they look for is good skills. A good pope needs to have many different abilities. For example, he should be a good communicator and able to manage large groups. Experience is also very important. The cardinals want someone who has already shown he can be a strong leader and handle big responsibilities. Not many people have all the right skills and enough experience for such a big role. The Pope's personality is another important thing the cardinals think about. He needs to be a person who can connect with many different kinds of people and offer them spiritual guidance. The cardinals also think a lot about the future direction of the church. They must decide what kind of leader the church needs at this time. A very big question for them is about the work of Pope Francis. Should the new pope continue the changes and reforms that Pope Francis started? Or perhaps it is time for the church to choose a new path or focus on different things. The cardinals will discuss these ideas and try to choose a pope who they believe will be best for the church's journey forward. Leading the worldwide church is one of the pope's main jobs. The Catholic Church has members in almost every country on earth. The pope must be a leader for all these different people. This means he needs to understand various cultures and the problems people face in different places. Offering clear and credible moral leadership is another key task. Many people, including those who are not Catholic, look to the Pope for guidance on important moral questions in the world. He needs to be a strong and respected voice for goodness and what is right. The age of the candidate is also a factor that the cardinals consider carefully. Sometimes, they might choose an older person to be pope. One reason for this could be that an older pope might lead for a shorter number of years. For example, the last 2 times a pope was chosen, the cardinals selected older men. So age is definitely something they think about when they are making their decision. Finally, the background of a possible pope is also looked at by the cardinals. Where a person comes from, what he has studied, and the jobs he has done in his life are all important details. The cardinals think about what kind of past experiences would help the next pope in his very big job. They try to find someone whose personal history and profile will help him lead the whole church well and meet the challenges of today's world. 4. Possible popes from Europe. When people talk about who might become the next pope, they use a special word, papabile. This means popable, or someone who could be chosen. Europe has several cardinals who are seen as papabile. Let's look at some of them. Cardinal Pietro Parolin is from Italy. He is a very skilled man who talks with leaders from other countries. This is called being a diplomat. His job is called Secretary of State. This is a very important job in the Vatican. He has been the number 2 person in the Vatican for many years, since 2013. This means he knows a lot about the church all over the world. Cardinal Parolin comes from the north of Italy. He has worked in other countries too. For example, he was the Pope's helper in Venezuela, a country in Latin America. He also went to an important meeting for peace in Colombia in 2016. He has worked hard to help the Vatican have good talks with countries like Vietnam. He also helped the Vatican talk with China about choosing bishops. Some people think he is more careful and traditional than Pope Francis, but he is good at helping people agree. This skill could be important to the cardinals who vote. Another possible pope from Italy is Cardinal Matteo Zuppi. He is the Archbishop of Bologna. Cardinal Zuppi is also good at talking with people to make peace. Pope Francis asked him to lead a special peace mission for Ukraine in 2023. This peace work is a big part of his story. He is part of a Catholic group called Sant'Egidio. This group helps people who need it. Many years ago, in 1992, Cardinal Zuppi helped to end a long war in Mozambique. He was born in Rome. People in Bologna know him because he often rides his bicycle in the city. This shows he likes a simple way of living. His work for peace and his simple style are things people notice. Cardinal Gerald Lacroix is from Canada. He is the Archbishop of Quebec. He is known as a pastor, which means he cares for the people in his church. Many people think he is a good leader. He is kind and understands people's problems. This is important for a pastor. He has a lot of experience leading the church in Canada. Canada is a country where many people are not religious. Cardinal Lacroix believes the church should reach out to people. This idea is called a missionary church. The cardinals who vote might like this idea. Pope Francis also saw his good leadership. He chose Cardinal Lacroix to be part of a special group of cardinals. This group gives advice to the Pope about important things. Some time ago, there was a problem. A woman said Cardinal Lacroix did something wrong in the 1980s. She was 17 years old then. Cardinal Lacroix said very strongly that this was not true. The Vatican asked a judge to look into this. The judge found that there was no proof that Cardinal Lacroix did anything wrong. This past problem might make it harder for him. But because the judge found nothing, some cardinals might think he has already been checked very carefully. These three men from Europe and Canada have different strengths. The cardinals will think carefully about what the church needs when they choose the next pope. 5. Possible popes from Asia. The Catholic Church is growing in Asia. Because more people in Asia are Catholic, the next pope could come from an Asian country. This would be a new change for the church. An Asian pope could bring different ideas. One man from Asia who could become pope is Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle from the Philippines. Many people like him. They say he is like Pope Francis because he cares about helping people. Cardinal Tagle has an important job in the Vatican. He leads an office that helps spread the church's message. He works with church leaders in developing countries. Before this, he led Caritas, a large church charity. His nickname is Cheeto. If chosen, he would be the first pope from the Philippines and Southeast Asia. This shows Asia's growing importance in the church. Some wonder about his management skills after a change at Caritas, but he is a friendly leader. Another possible pope from the Philippines is Cardinal Pablo Virgilio David. He is known for speaking for justice. He bravely spoke against bad things in his country, even when it was dangerous. People call him Cardinal Ambo. He thinks the church should help everyone, especially people who are hurt. He says the church should be like a field hospital. Other church leaders respect him. He leads the bishops in the Philippines. In 2024, he joined a group discussing church reforms. He could also be the first pope from Southeast Asia. Cardinal Tarcisius Isao Kikuchi is from Japan. He could also be pope. He worked as a missionary in Africa in Ghana. He also helped refugees from war in Rwanda in 1994. In 2023, he was chosen to lead Caritas, the church's global charity. Cardinal Kikuchi thinks the next pope should continue Pope Francis's work. He also speaks against nuclear weapons. He is a leader for the church in Japan and for bishops in Asia. His experience in different countries is good. Cardinal Stephen Chow from Hong Kong is another person to know. He is 65 years old. He is good at diplomacy. This means he is skilled at talking with different groups. He is also known for his pastoral skills, which means he cares for people in his church. His work as Bishop of Hong Kong is important. These cardinals from Asia are strong candidates. Their possibility shows the Catholic Church is a worldwide church. A pope from Asia would be an important event. It would show the church values its growing numbers in that part of the world. The cardinals will think carefully. 6. Possible popes from other places. The Catholic Church is growing strong in many parts of the world. This means the next pope might come from a country outside Europe or Asia. Africa is one continent where the church has many new members. So, a cardinal from Africa could become pope. These cardinals bring different experiences. One possible pope from Africa is Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo Bisungu. He is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He leads a very large church there with over 7 million Catholics. Cardinal Ambongo represents the growing church in Africa. Many people respect him as a strong moral voice. He is brave and defends human rights. He is not afraid to speak against leaders who are not fair. Cardinal Ambongo is part of the Capuchin Franciscan religious group. They follow Saint Francis of Assisi, live simply, and help others. He has clear ideas about church teachings. His strong voice could interest many cardinals. The next pope could also come from the United States of America. Some cardinals from the USA have good skills and experience to lead the church. They know the church in America and in other parts of the world. Cardinal Joseph Taubin is one such cardinal from the USA. He leads the church in Newark. People say he is kind and practical. He worked in Rome in a senior Vatican job. He also led his religious group, the Redemptorists. These missionaries work in over 80 countries, helping poor people. Cardinal Taubin has much international experience. He speaks many languages like Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Italian. This helps him connect with people. He is known for helping migrants, people who move to new countries. He once helped refugees from Syria find homes, even when a state leader disagreed. Many see him as a serious candidate. Another possible pope from the USA is Cardinal Robert Prevost. He was born in Chicago but also worked in other countries. Now he has an important Vatican job. He leads the office that helps choose new bishops. This means he looks at possible leaders and advises the Pope. He is seen as an able and experienced leader. Cardinal Prevost is part of the Augustinian religious group. He was its main leader worldwide. Before his Vatican job, he spent many years working in Peru, a country in South America. He was also a bishop there. Some cardinals might worry about choosing a pope from the USA. The USA is a very powerful country, but Cardinal Prevost's long work in Peru could make a difference. His experience in South America is valuable and could make him a good choice. These cardinals from Africa and the USA show the next pope could come from many backgrounds. Their experiences in different parts of the world are important for the global church. 7. More people to know. The cardinals have many men to think about for the role of pope. We already learned about some possible popes from Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. But there are other cardinals too. These men also have qualities that could make them good leaders for the Catholic Church. It is important to know about them as well. One of these men is Cardinal Mario Grech. He is from Malta and is 68 years old. Cardinal Grech has a very important job in the Vatican. He leads the office that organizes big church meetings. These meetings are called synods. In these meetings, bishops and others talk about important topics for the church. His work helps the church listen and discuss things together. Some cardinals might see his experience in this role as very useful for a pope. Another cardinal to know is Stephen Chow. He is 65 years old and is the Bishop of Hong Kong. Being a bishop in a big city like Hong Kong means he understands difficult situations. Cardinal Chow is known for two special skills. He is good at talking with different groups of people. This is called diplomacy. He is also very good at caring for the people in his church. These pastoral skills are very important for anyone who could become pope. Then there is Cardinal Pierbattista Pizzaballa. He is Italian and is 60 years old. Cardinal Pizzaballa has an important role as the Patriarch of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a holy city for many people, but it is also a place with many problems. He showed strong leadership during the recent conflict in that area. He was calm and helped people. Many cardinals noticed his courage and how he managed this difficult time. His leadership in such a challenging place is respected. From France, there is Cardinal Jean-Marc Aveline. He became the Archbishop of Marseille in 2019. Marseille is a large and diverse city in France. Before this, Cardinal Aveline had other important jobs in the church. This experience means he understands how the church works in different ways. He is another person that some people think could be the next pope. Cardinal James Spengler is from Brazil. He is 64 years old. He has shown that he is a very strong leader. Cardinal Spengler leads two important groups of bishops. He is the head of the Bishops' Conference in Brazil. He also leads the Latin American Episcopal Conference, which includes bishops from many countries in Latin America. Leading so many bishops in a large part of the world shows that many church leaders trust him. Latin America is home to many Catholics. These are some more cardinals who could be chosen. The choice for the next pope is very open. Many different men have the skills and experience to lead the church. 8. The new pope is chosen. Inside the Sistine Chapel, the cardinals pray and vote. They write a name on a paper and fold it. They do this many times. Sometimes it takes many days to choose a new pope. Everyone waits for the white smoke from the chimney. White smoke means a pope is chosen. When one cardinal gets enough votes, he is asked a very important question. Do you accept your election as pope? If he says, yes, I accept, he becomes the pope. This is a very big moment for him and for the church. After he accepts, he must choose a new name. This is his papal name. He might choose a name of a saint he likes or a past pope he respects. This name often shows what he hopes to do as pope. Then the new pope goes to a special, small room next to the Sistine Chapel. It is called the Room of Tears. It is called this because many new popes cry in this room. They feel so many things at once. They might feel joy, but also the great weight of their new job. It is a very emotional time. In this room, the new pope changes his clothes. He takes off his cardinal's red clothes and puts on white clothes. These white clothes are only for the pope. There are usually 3 sizes of white clothes ready because they do not know who will be pope. After a short time, a senior cardinal, called the cardinal deacon, walks out onto the main balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. Thousands of people are waiting in St. Peter's Square below. Many more people are watching on television all around the world. The cardinal deacon announces to everyone, Annuntio vobis gaudium magnum, habemus papam. This is Latin. It means, I announce to you a great joy, we have a pope. The crowd in the square cheers loudly. Then the new pope himself comes out onto the balcony. It is the first time the world sees him as pope. He looks at the people and gives his first speech. He then gives his first blessing. This blessing is called Urbi et Orbi, which means to the city and to the world. This election was very open. It was hard to know who the cardinals would choose. The new pope could bring big changes to the Catholic Church. He will have to lead more than 1 billion Catholics. He will also be an important voice on world problems. The cardinals had a difficult job. They had to choose a leader who can bring people together and face the challenges of today's world.